You are on the rant couch where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for Corey Hoskins, who says, having seen one of your more recent rants about why you don't like other things as much as anime, you briefly talked about what makes you interested in anime in general. So would you care to rant about the various ways that people might enjoy watching media in general, as I prefer to consume media to see why others like it, and that tends to baffle people sometimes. A more recent example is when I tackled a list you made of the various cute girls doing cute things show over on your blog, which took me an entire year to complete as a challenge I did on the anime subreddit last year. Also, sorry for the long message. I am extremely impressed that you actually watched all of the cute girls doing cute things show on my chart, because it is fucking massive. Like, this had to be most of what you were watching for the span of a year. I'm scrolling through it right now. It is such a big fucking chart. Um, if you haven't seen that chart, just search Digibro Guide to Cute Girls Doing Cute Things, I guess. Um, so yeah, different reasons people watch anime or why they consume things. I think there's a lot of reasons. I mean, a lot of people just want to unwind. They want something entertaining. They want an escape. They want something to make them think, to give character to their thoughts. I mean, I think the most common way people do it is just to have something to do. Like TV was king for so long because it's the easiest thing in the world. You just plop down on a couch in your house and turn it on, and it just feeds you content. You don't have to do anything. I think that the internet being not much more complicated, but having so many more options and so much more customizability was like just the right amount of, just the right amount of more complicated that it could take over, even though it hasn't pushed out TV completely or anything like that. But people's habits online have turned into the same thing as TV. Autoplay on YouTube, just automatic playthrough on Netflix and stuff. It's like people just want to sit down and be fed as much content as possible to fill holes in their day, which is understandable. A lot of my consumption is that, especially YouTube videos. I plop down, I find something to watch because I am bored. And when it comes to anime, though, it's more of this like systematic metatextual need to understand everything about this medium, because so much of it fascinates me. It's like beyond the core appeal of there being like in my opinion, a much bigger variety of types of stories being told in anime than there is in practically any other medium, other than like books. Um, there's that, or I should say books or manga. Obviously, manga is way more diverse than anime, but a lot of it doesn't get translated, and that's kind of the main reason I don't read as much manga. Is that there is so much of it, and so little of it proportionally gets translated, and so much of what does gets translated falls into the same kind of categories. You don't see as much like food manga get translated as action manga, and there is a lot of food manga, so it's like there's some genres I would probably be more interested in if they had more representation. But with anime, everything gets translated for the most part. So, there's tons of variety, there's tons of intrigue, and then there's the interconnectedness. The fact that, you can watch people's careers, that there's so many, everybody's worked with everybody else. It's so incestuous. So, like, that's fun to study for me. You saying that you watch stuff to figure out why other people watch it. I think that's also a big thing. Is people are looking for connection not just to the show itself, but to the culture surrounding them. My brother Victor will he doesn't really watch necessarily like every big new thing that comes out, but he's always curious about it because I think he has this sense of like wanting to know what everyone's talking about and why, and then, whether or not he should judge that everybody is stupid or everybody is not stupid for liking this thing. For me, I don't feel much of that pull. I don't really care if a show is popular or not. I just care if it's good. I care if it does something for me personally. And it's very easy for me to determine that. So, like, once I've lost interest in something, it's gone. Like, all season, people are talking about Kimetsu no Yaiba, and I keep getting asked about it. It's like, I watched the first episode, I didn't like it. It doesn't seem like my kind of show. Stuff I've seen from later on doesn't change my opinion of that. The fact that other people like it doesn't change my opinion of that, because other people have liked many things that I have not liked. So it's like, to me, it's not difficult to understand why people like something. It's like I look at it and I immediately go, okay, it has this, this, and this. That's what people like. Obviously, people are gonna love this show, but it's not my thing. And so like I wouldn't say I almost ever watch anime for that reason. It's more about understanding why I like it. Like, oh, this is actually interesting to me. Why? Like what? Or sometimes I can figure that out right away, but sometimes I have to think about it and or just explain it because the reasons are not obvious. And so it's like, ooh, this makes me feel this way. I wonder if anybody else feels that way, and if so, let's give some words to it. But yeah, there's a lot of different reasons people would watch shit. I'm also really interested in the different circumstances in which people watch shit. Like whether they watch it with subtitles, with the sound on, with like, some people watch anime only sped up. That's a thing. So like, yeah, I mean that obviously comes from a different purpose. Like you have to have a different reason that you want to watch stuff. If you're willing to watch it all sped up, maybe you just feel the need to consume absolutely everything just to have like the most holistic picture of it imaginable. But uh, you know, I guess I've spoke my piece about why I watch stuff.